Animal Farm is not just a political allegory of the Russian Revolution. It is a step-by-step blueprint of how any society can be manipulated, slowly and legally. And if you don't understand how it works, you may already be living its final chapter. Let's see what was going on there. This farm was once called Manor Farm. Mr. Jones was owner of this farm. Alcoholic, careless, and cruel. He did no work, yet took everything the animals produced. The milk, the eggs, the food from their labor. Animals are always tired, hungry, and afraid. Life on this farm is a quiet suffering that never seems to end. One night, all the animals are called to the big barn. Old Major, a wise and respected boar, stands before them. He tells them a simple truth. Their lives are miserable because humans exploit them. Man is the enemy. And if humans are removed, hunger, fear, and slavery will disappear. Old Major calls this new idea animalism, a system where animals live free and equal. Before the meeting ends, he teaches them a song, Beasts of England, a song of hope, freedom, and a future without chains. Soon after, Old Major dies, but his ideas do not die with him. The animals keep talking, remembering, and dreaming. One day, Mr. Jones forgets to feed them. Hunger turns into anger. Without planning, the animals rise together. They chase Mr. Jones and his men off the farm. For the first time, the animals are free. Manor Farm is renamed Animal Farm. The gates are shut. The revolution has begun. The pigs, being the cleverest animals, take charge. They write the 7 commandments of animalism on the barn wall. Take a close look at this commandment's most important being. All animals are equal. These rules promise equality, freedom, and justice. At first, everything feels right. Animals work happily, believing they are working for themselves. The harvest is successful. There is no whip, no shouting, no human master. Life seems fair. Hope fills the farm. 2 pigs slowly rise as leaders, Snowball and Napoleon. Snowball dreams of progress. He talks about education, committees, and a windmill that will bring electricity and easier lives. Napoleon speaks less, but observes everything. He wants power, not ideas. Tension grows between them. Napoleon unleashes fierce dogs he secretly trained. They chase Snowball off the farm. Snowball is gone forever. Napoleon declares him a traitor. From that moment on, Napoleon rules alone. Meetings stop. Decisions are no longer discussed. Orders are given. A pig named Squealer explains everything in clever words, twisting facts until nothing feels clear anymore. The animals feel confused, but afraid to question. Napoleon announces that the windmill will be built. He claims that it was his idea. The animals work harder than ever. Food becomes scarce. When the windmill collapses, Snowball is blamed. When it collapses again, Snowball is blamed again. The animals begin to doubt their own memories. Then come the confessions. Animals are forced to admit crimes they never committed. One by one, they are executed. Blood stains the ground. Fear replaces hope. Quietly, the commandments begin to change. No animal shall sleep in a bed changed to no animal shall sleep in a bed with sheets. No animal shall drink alcohol, changed to no animal shall drink alcohol to excess. No animal shall kill any other animal, changed to no animal shall kill any other animal without cause. The animals cannot remember what was written before. Slowly, most of them are removed. And in time, only one commandment remains. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. The pigs start acting like humans. They sleep in beds, drink alcohol, trade with neighboring farms. Finally, they begin walking on 2 legs. In the final scene, the animals look through the farmhouse window. Inside, pigs and humans sit together, laughing and dining. The animals watch closely, but they can no longer tell who is pig and who is human. The revolution is over, and it has failed. This is the story of Animal Farm, a story of how hope is born, how power corrupts, and how freedom can disappear when memory, truth, and courage are lost. It is simple on the surface, but every scene carries deeper meaning. Mr. Jones represents careless leadership. He is not evil in a dramatic way. He is lazy, selfish, and irresponsible. This shows how suffering often begins not with cruelty, but with neglect. The animal's misery grows slowly until rebellion becomes inevitable. Old Major's speech is the emotional spark of the story. He does not lead a revolution himself. He plants an idea. This shows how powerful ideas can outlive the people who create them. The song Beasts of England represents shared hope. It unites the animals emotionally, not logically. The rebellion itself is unplanned. It happens because hunger reaches a breaking point. This reflects how revolutions often begin, not with perfect strategy, but with desperation. The 7 commandments symbolize written ideals. At first, they are clear and visible. But as time passes, the animals rely less on reading and more on memory. This makes manipulation easy. When people stop checking truth for themselves, truth can be rewritten. Snowball and Napoleon represent 2 paths power can take. Snowball believes in progress and shared effort. Napoleon believes in control. Napoleon's use of dogs shows how force replaces discussion. Once fear enters a system, freedom leaves quietly. Squealer's role is crucial. He does not use violence. He uses language. He manipulates statistics. His explanations confuse the animals until they no longer trust their own thoughts. This shows how control over words becomes control over reality. The windmill represents promised progress. It is always just one step away. The animals keep sacrificing for a future they never reach. Blaming Snowball for every failure shows how imaginary enemies are used to maintain control. The confessions and executions mark the death of the revolution spirit. The animals no longer suffer together. They suffer alone, in silence. Fear replaces unity. The changing commandments show how truth does not disappear suddenly. It changes slowly, line by line. By the time the animals notice, it is too late. The final transformation, pigs becoming human, delivers the strongest message. The revolution was meant to destroy exploitation. Instead, it recreated it with new faces. The system changed, but power remained the same. The final scene is not loud or violent. It is quiet and tragic. The animals are not angry anymore. They are confused. And confusion is the final victory of tyranny. But more than everything else, what I observed is a dark truth that people don't actually want to be free. They just want a comfortable cage and a master to blame.